Hi, I'm Mark Nolan, Head of Product at Paxana. The Paxana solution, as I say, is all about peace of mind solutions to allow patients and the elderly to be cared for from home. And we do that in three ways. First of all, there's a huge focus on minimizing the impact for the user to get their buy-in to make sure that they continue to wear the device continuously, and that's obviously key, and there's a flaw in many competing solutions. And we provide concise health indicators that inform and reassure, and the whole solution is designed to be really easy to install by either carers or families. This is how it works. So we support a range of sensors via Bluetooth. So we have a pulse oximeters, for example, or temperature sensor, which can be worn underneath the arm, and our own bracelet, and I'll talk about that in a second. The data is sent via our own gateway devices, which are distributed around the home rather than a mobile phone, so there's no dependency on a smartphone. The data then is sent to the cloud, and there we apply business rules and machine learning to get these rich visualizations and smart alerts, which we'll talk about in a second. The bracelet itself is the absolute centerpiece of the solution, so we call it wear and forget. It's got a 6-month battery life. It's really comfortable. It's got a soft rubberized strap, and it's waterproof, so there's absolutely no reason to take it off. And in terms of capturing the data from it, again, there's no smartphone requirement. This is what the inside looks like. So you can see on the top right there, the layout is like a clock. On the outside, we provide simple information about location in the home. Are they in the sleeping area or are they in the living area? Very high level and not too intrusive from a privacy point of view. On the inner circle, we show whether somebody is resting or active within the home, or whether they're absent, visiting friends, for example, or out and about walking the dog. So very simple overview, but very informative. In terms of alerts then, we're obviously analysing this data using our machine learning. And so among the alerts that we support are whether somebody's has been in the bedroom for over 24 hours, that's a cause of concern. They're resting for over 12 hours at any point in the day. If they've got dementia, maybe to be concerned if they left the home for 30 minutes during the night. Similarly, we're monitoring changes in circumstances. So if somebody is normally sleeping 8 hours a night and they suddenly start sleeping 4 hours a night, that can cause an alert. Similarly, rest. And lastly, the bracelet has an alarm button activation, which can cause a notification. And all of these individual notifications can be enabled or disabled. For specific health conditions, this example here is a COPD, a respiratory condition. You can see on the top right a historical summary, and the bottom left you can see the sort of point measurements, the most recent point measurements, and the bottom right then you can see a historical graph over time. So we're capturing movement, temperature, spirometry, blood oxygen, and pulse rate, for example. The user is sent a notification to say that to remind them to in the case of the blood oxygen, to apply the sensor to the finger and to make the measurement. There's no smartphone required. We capture the data using our own gateway. You have a full audit history there. It's just totally paperless, and then as clinicians you can define certain thresholds which are for a particular project. So for example, blood oxygen below 90 might be configured as being an alarm condition that would cause an alert. So really, in summary, we're all about supporting the user in their own home. It starts for sure with the remote monitoring, but it also includes facilities like an alarm response service if that's needed. So whenever an alarm condition happens, somebody can pick up be a first responder for that. There can be a helpline solution where somebody can answer questions from the user. And then also when it comes to then hospital admission, we support the triage by providing the full history of symptoms for that user that can be analysed to assess whether they need to go into hospital or not. Similarly, on discharge, somebody can be discharged a little earlier, knowing that their health symptoms are going to be monitored by family and clinicians from their home. Thank you very much.